How's everybody doing? This is Backwoods Billy coming to you from the beautiful Delmarva Eastern Shore. Now, today I'm here to talk about Shock Top's Twisted Pretzel Wheat Beer. And basically, this is a Belgian style wheat beer that is flavored with caramel malts that are utilized, as well as artificial and natural spices to give you the pretzel flavor to the beer. Now, it comes in both bottles and cans. A 6-pack, I believe, is $6.99 to $7.99, depending where you purchase it at, which is cheap. The cans, I know the regular cans are what, $12.99 or $13.99 for a 15-pack, a 12 ounce. But I don't know, I haven't seen them in this yet. Now, the regular Belgian style orange peel and the apple, the twisted pretzel, the lemon, also I've seen they all come in cans. The cans are typically 3 for $3, 5 for $5, or someplace it's $1, which is economical. So 16 ounces, 5.1% alcohol by volume. Now I'm going to read this because I've seen a few people do reviews on Belgian style beers and beers with spices in them, and then they'll say there's spices in the bottom or something in the bottom. There's a reason why that is. Anytime you taste a beer, you should definitely look into professional judging circuits or criteria. You can actually receive a diploma and a blah 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 certificate, whatever they call it. Anyway, to serve, pour down the side of the glass until ½ inch is left in the bottle. Swirl and pour remaining brew to release the aroma and enjoy the flavor. Another thing you could do is actually read the freaking bottle. But anyway, and it says, we invite you to try our limited release beer festival, Brew with Friends. So it's got a control number on it. I like it. Now, I haven't seen the bottles around that much lately. Very hard to find. The cans are around. I like personally. The brown bottle is going to be the best to keep your light degradation out. People talk about skunky beer, which to me is bullshit. Take the beer back. If you get a skunky beer, they'll give you your money back. It's required by most state laws. I'm aware of any state that I've ever purchased anything in that's you consume. It's mandated that they refund your money. If not, the manufacturer will, because you can have a lawsuit. I mean, just common sense. But if it doesn't have much light exposure, not that big of a deal. Then green and then brown. And then the best would be your cans, because completely sealed, prevent both oxygen and light degradation. Now, the reason I don't like the twist tops is because, like this, when I bought this at a store in Delaware, it may have been sitting a while because I haven't seen bottles anywhere. So a twist off is going to let oxygen get to the beer quicker than a pop top, and obviously quicker than a can. I do want to get that out there. Now, I'm going to do the can, $1 for 16 ounces, which I drink this a lot. Very economical beer.
And super cute car.
My wife loves her little orange Volkswagen with the little shock top head on it logo. We used to see it a lot in Annapolis. I've seen it down here once. And do our pour. Now, I've heard people say it doesn't have a head. There's a head. I didn't even turn up on it. The problem with it is it's going to dissipate rather quickly, which is fine. It's got artificial flavoring in it. Now,
Hold it out the side because the shadow.
All right. The color of this is like a dark brewed iced tea, if you can imagine, and a light tan, fluffy head. A lot of bubbles, a lot of carbonation here. Everything we call it. It's definitely carbonated well. Now, the smells to this, the aroma. You pick up the breadiness, doughy quality, pretzel. If you can imagine like pretzels, and just what you're smelling them like, not the hard pretzels, but the soft pretzels when they're baked, if they have salt on it, what you smell with it. The taste, it tastes like pretzels with a slightly fruity finish to it, and that's probably the yeast. Very subtle, so it's slightly sweet on the finish. You can see the head's already gone, lacing doesn't stay, and that's just because of the artificial flavor they use. Now, I've referred a lot of people to this beer around. Some people like the one liquor store I buy this from. They sell the crap out of it now. They didn't used to before. People like it. Now, I have the one girl at Walmart, and I talked to her. She bought it. She didn't like it because she said it felt like it coated her tongue.
She said she liked it, but she, it wouldn't be here
for the first couple of swigs she didn't, but then after she already bought it, I'm going to drink it. She liked it after she drank it, but it took a while. It's like the apple beer I bought from. Now I bought a 6-pack, and I was screwed. The first one I hated it. It was like bitter, but then after that, I liked it. But it's a bitter apple. This, I liked it for the first time I had it. It tastes just like a pretzel to me, and I like the honey twist pretzels we get from
Honey
Food
wheat.
Line, and Walmart has them too. Utz has them. I don't think Roll Gold is as good as Food Lion or Walmart, to be honest with you. But tastes just like Pretzel. The only thing is that, you know, the head retention just isn't there. Usually with a wheat beer, you're going to have a little better head of retention. But again, when you start putting artificial flavors in here, you're going to create problems with that, especially as a glycerin type additional flavor. Now, 5.1% alcohol by volume, like I said. This is Backwoods Billy, 2 thumbs up. If you like pretzels, you like beer, you'll like this. And I think anyone that's in the younger crowd, 21 to 25, you're seeing. We talked to, went down to the one campground looking for a summertime. He was talking about he was already drinking the hard root beer.
Yeah.
And he liked the pretzel beer. What's he say? Like something else.
Something cider.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, a lot of young people like that. They don't want to do mixed drinks. It's more economical and quicker just to have something in the bottle. Bacardi started to Bacardi started to bottle a lot of their mixed drinks. But they've done that before. Jim Beam had Jim Beam and Coke, which is expensive. If it's economical, they'll probably sell it. You like the Bud Ritas, the Mike's
Hard.
Strawberry margarita.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other thing you like? I can't think of it.
Henry's.
Oh yeah, the
Ginger
Henry
ale.
ginger ale. But there's something else I can't think. Anyway, but I mean to say this is a 2 thumbs up. Now you don't have to serve it in a specific glass. I just used a mug because it's not Belgian style. If you got flavors added to it. Now this can, unlike the other cans, isn't a texture one. It's just a regular can. The regular one has texture to it, so it's kind of cool. But $1 a piece, that's cheap. Backwoods Billy, 2 thumbs up. Now this, in my mind, food pairings, pizza, pretzel dough pizza, which is something people see that it's new. Hot dogs, hamburgers. Pretty much any kind of Americana food will go well with this. Baseball, football, any sport you can imagine, basketball. If you're playing golf,
Poker.
this will go well. All right?
Poker.
Poker, yeah, this goes really well at poker. Anything, any type of activity you can think of. If you know, I'm sitting camping, or if we're doing something on our house, get done. This is a nice beer to relax to. It's more of an enjoyable beer, not something to think a lot about. I still believe it's better to put it in the glass. You can smell the aroma, and a lot of the taste perceptions you get is actually from the aroma. I'm going to actually do a video on how taste works, because I've seen a lot of people. The one guy I watched a video the other day on a beer that I did a review on. He had been out for a while. He's talking about how much he hates the beer Landshark, yet he's guzzling it the whole time. So first of all, why are you buying beer that you don't like to do a review on it?
Yep.
I mean, I drank, what was it, best damn root beer, worst root beer I ever had. It coated my tongue, couldn't get the taste out of my mouth. I'll do a review. I'll show you the can. I have it open. I will not open it. And I'll show you the bottle open, but I'm not going to drink it because it's shit. That's my opinion. Somebody else may like it. It's an opinion. Now, when you judge a beer, I would say for them, you should offer improvement. They should change their artificial flavorings to sarsaparilla style, and the FDA outlawed sarsaparilla. So, as a carcinogen. So, as such, anybody setting up a style of root beer has to use artificial flavor. And the one that they're using, in my opinion, is using probably stevia, which a lot of yuppies like, but it tastes like shit. And they're claiming it's good for your health. Who knows? I mean, because 20 years from now, that may change. It used to be butter's bad for you, do margarine. Now they're telling you don't do margarine, it's bad for you, do butter. And it was years ago, people did protein was milk-based protein, egg-based protein, and that's what the main thing was. And then you started to see animal-based and soy. Soy was everywhere. Soy is what you should be drinking. Now, don't want to do soy. There ain't nobody growing boobs from drinking soy, okay? It's people who are doing steroids that don't cycle off the steroids properly. I mean, I used to powerlift and bodybuild for years. When you stop lifting,
if soy was giving you boobs, I know quite a few of my
women.
friends who are flat-chested. They'd be drinking the shit out of it.
There'd be chicks pounding this shit, and you call them transvestites or whatever. You pound this stuff, there's no end to grow tits. So it's not going to grow boobs. It's just BS because somebody grew boobs because they improperly cycled off their steroids. Now, a lot of stuff that's out there people believe is correct. It's not correct. Judge this by what the style is. It's a Belgian wheat style, but I would put this more in a flavored type malt beverage category or a flavored beer, and not judge it as such, meaning that it's a pretzel beer. It should be judged against other pretzel beers. In my mind, it tastes like pretzels. It meets every criteria. The only thing is, I do wish the head was better on it. I agree with that, but when you use that type of flavoring, that's going to be one of the drawbacks. And then with the one beer, I paid $20 for it. Now it's a bigger bottle, like what 30 ounces, or it wasn't 22, it might have been like 30. But it did come with a brandy sniffer. But in essence, $15.99 or 20.
Bourbon barrel something.
Bourbon barrel is really a bourbon barrel. It wasn't a stout. A quadruple Belgian quad. Very little head. I mean, that's kind of with that style. When it's aged, you're going to get that type of thing. It's a barrel-aged quad. Know what you're judging, what it is, what it should be. The only negative to this I see is it doesn't really have head retention to it. But again, that's the art. If you know that, that's what you're going to get out of it.
Still not going to detract from your flavoring and liking it.
It's an enjoyable beer. I mean, this is something you drink 1 to 3 of these, and that's it. If you want to drink a session drink, to me, Natty Boh tastes good. You could drink them all day long. I could drink a lot of Heavy Seas beers, a lot of Union beers all day long, a lot of the Evo beers all day long, because they taste good. Now, granted, some of the one beer they make is a Sire Noir $20 6-pack. Unless you're Donald Trump, I would be drinking that all day long for a long period of time. But for what it is, it's a 2 thumbs up. Try it for $1. The only thing you wasted $1. And by the way, anybody doing a review on a beer, you want me to believe you don't like it, pour it down the freaking sink after you taste it. That would convince me that in your mind it's shit. If you're sitting there guzzling it during a review, you know what I'm saying, and going yum, then saying how negative it is, what does that tell you? Huh? He's lying to himself, because obviously he's not somebody that's buying the expensive beers, doing a review and then knocking them. Stupid. I've got some of the beers I've heard $14.99, $15.99, but they're sipping. You drink, they're bigger bottles, you drink a little bit at a time, and you enjoy it. Some of them you can cellar. And all this is going back to a romance. Sorry, it's like the wine industry did this with the cigars, and they created a boom, because it used to be you had to get a punk, which is a little wood strip, cedar strip, and you would light it with your lighter, because you didn't want a match sulfur on it, and you didn't want a Zippo lighter, you had to have a torch. And eventually it was lit it with, this is bullshit. I mean, any type of fuel you're getting on it is gone in a matter of seconds, and if you twirl it, it'll burn. And they had a whole romance to how you cut it, how you held it, and people bought into this crap. And it's fine if you do. I mean, I buy some nice cigars, but I don't buy into all the hype. Don't buy into the hype. Anheuser-Busch brews this, it's a good beer. The problem with the craft beer industry right now is they keep this idea of marketing, which I don't know the owner's name of Dogfish Head. It's a really good book. It's an interesting read, more on business than about craft beer. But he talks about some publicity stunts, and that in essence, Samuel Adams, owner that, and him both started this stuff of picking on the bigger brewers because they don't care. I mean, they're playing so much in advertising, they don't have time to worry about you picking them. But if it wouldn't be for companies like this sponsoring these events, there wouldn't be the craft beer festivals you have. There wouldn't be the American Cup, the World Cup. There wouldn't be these type of events, and there certainly wouldn't be a smaller craft. You see a little orange car there at the festival? That's who's paying for it. They're putting the money that allows it to be put on. Without these bigger companies that are into the craft beer, they wouldn't be there. And for these people to knock this and say, "Oh, this is a fake," what the frick is a fake craft beer? It's like if somebody said to me, you're getting a custom house. Does it matter if it's built in the same frame crews coming and building it or whatever? It's a good custom house by a bigger builder or a smaller one. The thing is there craftsmanship involved in it? With the brew with this, craftsmanship's involved in it. Is it unique? In my mind, it's unique. Now, if your definition of a craft brewery is someone that's smaller, then it doesn't fit that criteria, support the smaller one. But don't judge this by an IPA. Don't judge a stout to an IPA. Judge it by its class and what is specific. Double IPA to a double IPA. An IPA to an IPA, a Belgian to a Belgian, a pretzel beer to a pretzel beer, or at least a flavor category. In my mind, 2 thumbs up, Backwoods Billy pick, and it's very economical, $1.
Shock top pizza, pretzel.
Yeah.
It helps to say the name.
Oh, it's not. It's Shock Top Twisted Pretzel Wheat. Shock Top Twisted Pretzel Wheat, and it's brewed by AB InBev, which owns Anheuser-Busch now. I should tell you on here. Brewed and canned by Shock Top Brewery, St. Louis, Missouri. But in essence, you can look. It should pop up on that, but it's AB InBev, which bought Anheuser-Busch, Dutch company. Backwoods Billy, 2 thumbs up, and y'all have a nice day. We are on the last day of March.